Hello and welcome to Zeus Reviews. In this video we'll be unboxing the Samsung Galaxy Tab S9, the smallest version of Samsung's latest trio of tablets, which include the S9 Plus and the S9 Ultra. The base model of the Tab S9 costs £799 and it comes with 8GB of RAM and 128GB of storage. For £100 more, you can double the storage to 256GB and bump up the RAM to 12GB, which is a model I have here today. And if you're watching this before September 5th, you can get a slim book cover keyboard and 12 months of Disney Plus for free if you buy an eligible Samsung device on Amazon. I'll put links to that in the description below if you'd like to take advantage of that offer. That's exactly what I did, and I've got the keyboard case here, which we'll be unboxing as well. So with all that said, let's get to it. Starting with the Tab S9, inside the box we've got the tablet, which I'm going to put to the side for now. We've also got the S Pen, a USB-C to USB-C charging cable, a user manual and startup guides, and the expandable storage ejector tool. There's no charging block or adapter in the box, which is a bit of a shame considering how much you're paying for this. The tablet comes in two colours, beige and graphite, which is the version I have here. And whatever colour tablet you get, the S Pen will match it, which is a nice touch. So if you went with the beige model, which is sort of silver, you'd get a white S Pen instead. It's a decent weight and has a relatively clicky button down the side here, which sits flush with the rest of the body. Moving on to the tablet, you can see that there's a little illustration showing you where you can attach the S Pen. It attaches magnetically to the back here, and no matter how you place it, it supports wireless charging. You can also attach it to the top of the tablet for quick access when you're actually using the device. On the front, we've got an 11-inch AMOLED display with a resolution of 1600 by 2560 and a variable refresh rate up to 120Hz. It's got a wide-angle 12MP camera at the top here, right next to a light sensor, and a 13MP camera at the back. The back camera sticks out just a tiny bit, which might make the tablet annoying to put down on a table without a case or cover because it won't lie flat. Also on the front is the fingerprint scanner right under the display, and I'll show you how that works when we turn the tablet on. Moving to the top of the tablet, we've got the power button and volume rocker on the left side. Both are very clicky, which is excellent. There are also two microphones and a little tray for expandable storage. And if we use the ejector tool, you can see it just pops out, and that's where you'd put your micro SD card. The Tab S9 supports up to 1TB of expandable storage, so it's unlikely that you'll be running out of space anytime soon. On the right side, we've got a single USB-C port flanked by two speakers. At the bottom, we have pogo pins to connect to various accessories like the keyboard case or the notepaper screen. And finally, on the left, we've got two more speakers and another microphone. The speakers are tuned by AKG, as you can see with the little logo on the back here, and it's a quad speaker setup, so I'm expecting them to sound great. You'll also notice that there is no headphone jack on this tablet, so if you have 3.5mm wired headphones, you'll either need to get a dongle or switch to wireless USB-C headphones. Again, it would have been nice if a dongle was included in the box. Let's go ahead and turn the tablet on by holding the power button down. And you can see that we're greeted with the initial setup screen. Of course, I can use the S Pen to interact with stuff on the screen, and it works really well. So I'm going to get the Tab S9 set up, and while we're waiting, let's unbox the keyboard case. So this is the slim book cover keyboard, which retails for about £140, but if you take advantage of the offer on Amazon, you can get this for free when you buy a Samsung tablet. Again, I'll put a link to this in the description below. At the back, there is a cutout for the camera and a special cover for the S Pen when it's attached to the tablet. And that cover is removable, so if you prefer to have quick access to the S Pen instead, you can just pop this out. I'm going to leave it on for now. I think it serves as a good handle to grip onto when the case is closed. On the inside there are pogo pins along with strong magnets where the Tab S9 attaches to the keyboard. As for the keys, they bounce back well and seem to have decent travel. It looks like a pretty comfortable keyboard to type on, but we'll see in my full review if that's really the case. One last thing to point out is that there is no backlight option here, so that could be an issue if you enjoy typing in dimly lit rooms. Coming back to the Tab S9, let's take a look at that fingerprint sensor. In previous models, it used to be in the power button, but with the Tab S9 it's now under the display. It works well, and it's a speedy way to unlock the tablet. I've only been using this for a few minutes, but I'm already blown away by the display. It is fantastic. It's bright and vivid and incredibly smooth, just moving in between menus or swiping across the home screen. The tablet itself feels really solid. It's built like a tank, but it's really lightweight, which is ideal because you'd be using this in your hands most of the time, whether you're browsing the web or watching videos or taking notes with the S Pen. As expected, the S Pen works flawlessly. There's practically no lag when you're taking notes or swiping across the screen. You can see when I attach it to the back, it shows a battery level, and when I take it off, the Air Commands menu automatically pops up. So just to clarify, you don't need the S Pen to be charged when you're using it to write and interact with the tablet. The main thing it needs battery for is the Bluetooth controls, and I'll talk more about that in my full review. But as a quick explanation, you can interact with the tablet simply by pressing or holding the button on the S Pen. So that includes things like camera shutter control, and being able to control the volume by holding the button down and flicking the pen up or down. So if we put the Tab S9 into the keyboard case, it snaps into place with some properly strong magnets, and the back offers decent protection as well as a nice handle to grip onto. Or, like I said before, you can remove it and just have quick access to the S Pen. The case is quite thin and doesn't add too much bulk to the overall tablet when it's closed. Open it up and there's only one viewing angle with this case. You can't adjust it like you can with some of the more expensive cases that have built-in kickstands. There's also no touchpad at the bottom, which could be an issue if you want to use the Tab S9 in DeX mode. But that also makes the case quite portable since it doesn't take up much room. You could easily use this on an airplane tray, which you can't always do with cases like these, so it's up to you if that's worth the sacrifice. Overall, I am very impressed with the Samsung Galaxy Tab S9, and I'm looking forward to doing a more in-depth review soon. Until then, if you have any questions, comments or concerns, feel free to leave a comment below and I'll try to get back to you as soon as I can. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you're safe and well wherever you are in the world. This has been Zaeem Siddiqui from Zeus Reviews. Over and out.